Welcome to Joint Services Network TT, securing your legacy.
Pleasant good evening. My name is Carlisle William Huggins. I retired from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service the 7th of June last year, 2017. I retired as a senior superintendent, but my last post in the TTPS was I acted as Assistant Commissioner Northwest with responsibility for Port of Spain and Western Division. I spent 40 years, 1 month and 17 days in the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, and if I had the opportunity, I would do it all over again. And I went to Monrepo Police Station, and when I walked into the station, I met retired ACP Mr. Graham. He was a sergeant at the time, and I walked up to the counter and I said, "Good evening, sir. My name is Carlisle Huggins and I'm interested in joining the service." He said, "What?" I said, "My name is Carlisle Huggins and I'm interested in joining the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service." He said, "You're a police already?" I said, "No, sir, I'm not a police. I'm interested in joining the service." And then he went on to say, "Well, nah, I like how you talk and this and that." And one thing led to the next, and the next thing you know, I was in Trinidad and Tobago in the barracks training. My 19th birthday met me in the training college. And I started crying because I said, "What the hell am I doing here?" And as a matter of fact, I was doing a guard duty out on the hockey field. And I said, "What I do there?" I cry. So, after that time, you'll get over that. And after I passed out, I went to Southwestern Division. The senior superintendent down there is a man called Mr. Bridgman, I think, white man. And when he called me into his office, he said, "Constable Huggins, you know down here?" And I said, "No, sir." He said, "Well, I'm selling it to library." I said, "Library?" He said, "No, that is." I said, "No." He said, "All right, I guess somebody will drop me." And they carried me to library. The first time I go in library. And when I went to library, I met 5811, Sergeant Nima. And right away, after I put on my bag and thing, Sergeant Nima carried me on a patrol. My first promotion, I got promoted after 21 years in the service. I wrote my promotion exam after 8 years. And thereafter, in 1998, I was promoted to corporal. And I was at the time working in the Mounted and Canine branch. So I say, "Mr. Billy, I understand no sergeant, they passed the exam, the sergeant exam." He said, "Boy, nobody passed, Just let me check this book here." And he opened my big book and he checking. He said, "Where's your name?" I say, "Huggins." "Where's the number?" 9917. Check. He said, "Boy, one man passing up." I said, when my heart dropped. And then as I go to walk away, he said, "Where you going?" I said, "Well, even one man passed." He says, "You?" He said, "You the man who passed." I said, "What the hell?" He says, "Actually, 2 persons passed. I passed outright, and the next person who had to fulfill the rest of the requirements. So 2 persons passed the sergeant exam." And that was one of the high points in my career. Yeah. 4 canine handlers went to the Royal Air Force, and another 4 went to another police school. We came back to Trinidad and we started to operate at the Piaco International Airport and the ports around Trinidad and Tobago. And the work was hectic because our responsibility was to check luggage, bags and so on, leaving the port. A Canadian flight, Air Canada, was leaving Trinidad. And I started to work with my dog, Corky, good dog at the time. And he indicated, when I say indicated, that is dog and handler talk, right? he would behave in a certain way that will tell me something. And he indicated on a bag. The name of the bag was a man called Carl Dyer. So I put the bag aside. I called somebody from the traffic department there in Biwi to watch the bag. And I went and I bring down Mr. Carl Dyer with the help of Biwi security. When I brought him, the bag was placed among the other bags. I said, you seen your bag here? He said, yes, look my bag there. I said, okay. Then I identified myself to him. I told him what is my role and function here. And I have a suspicion. So I said, well, do you mind opening your bag? And he said, no. And he opened the bag and there was 8 kilos of cocaine in the bag. And he was arrested, placed before the court, and he actually was taken back to Canada. First of all, I just want to give thanks to God, for seeing me through this 40 years serving as a police officer, because it wasn't that easy. I want to give thanks and praise to my wife and my children for the support over the years, and some of the officers that I worked with in the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, right? Mr. Hackett, he was a mentor to me because I used to listen to him. He used to use some expletives, but I used to listen, not the expletives, but the other words. And he was a kind of a mentor to me. The current commissioner, Mr. Williams, he was a mentor to me too. I used to look up to him, still look up to him. And 7072, Sergeant Khan, who I met in the K9 branch. And 8249, deceased, he retired as an Inspector Dyer, as the youngest man in the K9 branch at that time. And they helped to mold me and shape me into the person I am today.